Oh, God bless you and you're welcome. The Lord bless you. God keep you and strengthen you. We started a program on YouTube called Inspired, and we have been led to extend it to Facebook. My name is Paul Adelaye, and I work as a full-time church pastor, the Redeemed Christian Church of God Fountain of River in Manor Park. I've worked as a school teacher, a banker, a practice manager. I've also been one-time student union president, University of Lagos in Nigeria. This one program we are starting that we have extended to Facebook is more of inspirational, and it's for everyone, no matter your religion, be it you're a Muslim, you're a Buddhist, you're a Christian, you are a Hinduist, just everyone. These are life experiences, issues that have to do with our lives and people who relate with. I think I've spent the past, I would say 20 years of my life, or 21 years of my life, in some positions that have given us some experience, and some of the things we'll be discussing. So we're extending Inspired on Facebook. Today or tonight, I'll be speaking to you about the power of influence, part 1. The power of influence, part 1. What is influence? I read it to you, then we'll go step by step. Influence is the capacity or power to have a positive or negative effect on the character, development, behavior, and interpersonal relationship of someone. I will read it again. What is influence? Influence is the capacity or power to have a positive or negative effect on the character, the development, the behavior, and interpersonal relationship of someone. Now, the question that should come to our mind as we discuss influence or start discussing influence is, who is influencing me? Who is influencing me? Who is influencing you? In other words, who are you relating with that has a positive or negative effect on your character, your behavior, your development, and your interpersonal relationship? Okay? This brings to mind people we relate with, like our parents, our friends, our peers, our teachers, our mentors, our colleagues, our husbands and wives, people you relate with day to day, you spend time with. These people might have a positive or negative effect on your behavior, your interpersonal relationship, your development, and and your character. So who is influencing me, or who influences you? Number 2, what do I read? What do I see? What do I spend time with? Or what are the places or people I hang out with that influence me? I'm talking, in other words, of the books I read, the TV programs we watch, social media, phone, clubs, association, groups, pubs, and all the rest. I'm starting it as an introduction because one of the greatest tools in our generation, in the hands of the enemy. When I say the enemy, I mean man has an adversary. Every man or every society has an adversary, an enemy. Okay? A supernatural being that does some things that bring tears, sorrow, and destruction. So the greatest tool in the hands of the enemy, as I've described the enemy, is influence. And this tool is destroying our young people. It's destroying homes and marriages. Okay? When I was student union president in the University of Lagos, 1997-98, prior to my becoming student union president, the university have experienced one of the worst secret court crises in the history of the university, to the extent that they had a court to try students, mobile policemen, helicopter landing in. It was a period that was challenging for the university community, University of Lagos community. You know, it was after that, those trying and difficult times, that I became a student union leader. And some people were so much scared for me because they said this is going to be one of the toughest sessions for student unionism, because some of the students expelled who are core members are going to come back, they are going to be pressure on us and all the rest. You know, but listen, we started to look at what is responsible for the high levels of court crisis in the university then. And we found out that it was influence. Influence. A young man or woman can be influenced into a group of society unknowingly. Another example is, I was speaking to a young woman, married now, that was telling me her story. She said she had a friend. Okay, this goes especially for the young people. This friend has a boyfriend. Now, this young woman that was speaking to me that's not married was a virgin. She had not met a man before. But her friend that she was hanging out with has a boyfriend, is not a virgin. So that friend told her that, oh, you are missing a lot in premarital sex. It's good, nothing will happen. She was influenced into having a boyfriend, sleeping with the boyfriend. She only had sex once. This guy, this virgin had that day, that same period, she got pregnant and got a baby out of wedlock. That's another example. She was influenced by her peer, a friend. A third example I will give, because this is just an example, introduction, is a woman that is having some issues in her marriage and decide to speak to someone. You know, the person she speaks to, seeking counsel, that person might influence her negatively or positively. You know, she might end up having a negative influence, especially when our own, I don't know, I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor, where our Bible says that there's a wisdom the Bible calls unscriptural wisdom, demonic wisdom, earthly wisdom. Is found in our Holy Bible in James chapter 3, 14 to 15. James chapter 3, 14 to 15. A process of somebody trying to counsel you or influencing you, giving you advice and counsel that leads to strife, to destruction, and to problems. You know, we call it earthly wisdom. So these are some examples. And as we want to make this short, we take it step by step. Now, because I said that influence is very important and very powerful, because a society that has more people who influence people negatively, you know what happened to that society. And that's what most of the societies in the world today have. We have more people who have time and energy to influence people negatively. And we have less people that are influencing people positively. And now let's talk of influencers. Influencers, people or places or things that influences us. Let's just talk of one. Influencers, people or places or things that influences us. Let's start with the key, the main, the first, to me, so important to me. Parents. Parents. Our parents are the earliest influencers in our lives. They are the ones that influence us the most as we are molded to grow up from babies into toddlers, into children or youths or teenagers or adolescents. It's the parents. The investment a parent has in a child goes a long way to determine who that child becomes in life. A society where parents are restrained from deploying discipline with love in trying to influence their children positively, that society is asking for trouble. It's asking for children who be troubled children. You know, I remember my mom and dad, they didn't know that they were going to die, you know, when I was very, very young. They didn't know. But my mom has influenced me so much with my dad that it was so great in me that even though I was an orphan and it was challenging to have a degree, I remember my dad has told me of where he wanted me to be in life, and my mom has shared visions she has had about me and has inspired me so much. She's been an influence in my life. The same with my dad. A parent that has no time for a child, how are you going to influence that child? You are going to lose that child to a negative influence. You see, when parents are caged, I said that earlier on, when they are cowed, in other words, they're afraid or restrained from deploying discipline in love, I said that earlier on, it affects the strategy of influencing their children. And it seems as if the children now have control over the parents. Then we have tensions. And we can see what is happening, especially in the United Kingdom, in London, and some part of the UK. When parents are also preoccupied with desire to have material things, taking up extended hours of job, and have no time to give proper parenting, or does not have time to influence the children in their care, those children end up becoming free in the hands of bad or negative influencers. And that's what we see. And also to say this, I know there are women who go through domestic violence. And I know. And we pray for such women. And we pray that things will be okay. I know there are families that go through tensions. And it's better for you to leave than to be in an abusive relationship and see you are enduring and you're dying. Yeah, so I know. But in truth, some ladies that deliberately exploit the social security in some nations by causing problems that leads to division and sending their husbands away. I think those situations causes problems for youths and young people, because our Bible, I'm a pastor, so like again, I speak from the Christian point of view, says 2 is better than 1. And from experience, some fathers who are loving and caring have some influence on the children, the same as the mom. When parents are together, I spent a lot of time studying education. I will go into that. About 6 years, 3 years in one of the universities that train teachers the most in Sierra Leone, Jala University College, and 3 years University of Lagos when I moved over from Sierra Leone to Nigeria. So I'm speaking from knowledge, experience, and life issues. You know, parents who are separated, if they are not strong, if it's a man or woman, if that mom or dad is not strong enough, they end up having children that will be negatively influenced, that will become problems in society. Now, to close for today, good, loving, caring, hardworking, and disciplined parents are the greatest influencers in our world. As I close this for today, as a parent, what are you doing? What are we doing to ensure that we are positively influencing our children? You see, it make mockery. I speak again as a pastor and as a Christian. It make mockery of you going to church, sing in the church, be a worker in the church or a minister in the church, and the children that is your first assignment are messing about, are causing problem. It make mockery of our faith. I'm speaking from a sincere and a genuine heart. I've been on the street for about 12 years, thereabout, on the street of London and some few parts of the world, speaking to young people. Most of the young people, finding out issues. You know, some of these young people feel neglected, no bearing, no vision. Speaking to them, you ask some young people, what's your vision? They don't even know what's the meaning of vision. Who do you want to become? Some of them don't even know. And when we were growing up, our parents have sold, I would say, they've talked some things into us. What are we doing for our young people who are on the streets, stabbing themselves, killing themselves? I just watched a video some few moments ago before I came on of a young woman, young lady, black young lady. Someone was collecting money from the cash point. This happened, I think, yesterday. Collecting money from the cash point. This young lady gave this woman a blow, pushed her away, took her money aggressively. Black young lady. That's somebody's daughter. The parents of that lady, when they see that video, I don't know what will be going on in their mind. Please, mom, dad, carer, parents. Our Bible in Nehemiah says something. It says, fight for your family. Fight for your children. I think it's in Lamentation. It says, don't hold your peace. Wake up in the midnight and fight for your children that are dying on the streets. Could you stand for these young people and be a positive influence in their lives? The Lord bless you. God keep you. Have a good evening. Good night.